Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading called The Worst Thing You Can Do. I know so many of you guys clicked on this message because you're thinking, oh my gosh, what is the worst thing I can do? And I have a spoiler alert for you guys. And that is that this reading is about your greatest strength and how to utilize it. Because the worst thing you can do is to downplay your strengths, to not own the person that you are, to just completely disregard your authenticity and the amazing being that you came here to be. So this reading is going to be about your greatest strength and how to utilize that as you move forward. So if you're interested in hearing this message, all you have to do is choose a card or choose a number that resonates the most with you and then fast forward to get your reading. So we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. And I will show you all the cards together. Once you have chosen your card, you can head to the comments below to fast forward to your timestamp, and I will see you for your reading in a minute. So if you chose number 1, we're looking into your greatest strength and how you can utilize this to move forward. So believe it or not, you actually chose the card that represents your greatest strength. So this is a card that's talking about how you are a visionary. You are a dreamer. You're somebody who's good at planning, somebody who's good at kind of scheming. You allow yourself to freely dream. So you might be the kind of person that's constantly daydreaming. Maybe you've got vision boards, or you write lists of your goals, or maybe it's just kind of all in your head. You might have these fantasies that are kind of going on in your head. Maybe from an early age, you always knew that you wanted to live kind of like a big life. And so you could have been on a path where you're really highly educated, like you've gone all the way through college, you've done the master's, now you're doing PhD, or you're kind of going on that path. Or it could be that you're kind of a free spirit type person who wants to be like an entrepreneur or start your business, or you have dreams of like a dream house or your dream life, or maybe you know how many children you want to have, or just you have this idea of like what you want your life to be, and it could be constantly changing. You could have already met some of these goals along the way. So if you can for a second, just take a moment to reflect on all of the dreams you've had and how you actually have turned some of these into reality, whether it's moving to a specific place or a transformation you've done on yourself with your physical health or your emotional health or well-being, the things that you've learned along the way. Maybe you've manifested an amazing partner in life or relationship, or you've brought children into this world, or you landed the dream job, or you got into the school you wanted, or you were able to purchase this material thing you had your eye on, or you've been able to transform spiritually in some way. You've already accomplished a lot. And so this is something you're actually really good at and you've actually mastered. Maybe you're not aware of that. Not everybody has a mind like that. There are some people out there who are a little bit more logical, a little bit more practical, and that's not a wrong way to look at life at all. I love people like that. I love to connect with people like that personally, even though I'm kind of a little bit more of a dreamer. I can really relate to this card myself. And so it's very unique. And the type of dreamer that you are is you are somebody who dreams vividly. So you might literally have dreams at night that are very vivid and maybe even a little prophetic or something. You might see visions. You might be very clairvoyant to where you're getting these visions, or you might blip out sometimes and like see scenes or fantasies in your mind. You might like to just lay on your bed and look out the window and daydream. You might really be attracted to very scenic places. like standing on top of a cliff or a mountain looking at the view, and you like to dream like that. Or maybe it's when you're at the ocean, or you're in the middle of the forest, or when you're working with plants or with animals or children. Like you really have an inspiring presence, and you love to inspire other people. And you love to be inspired. So you might listen to music that's very uplifting and inspiring, or you might like to read stories or hear stories about people that have gone from rags to riches, or who have gone through impossible odds to manifest their dreams. You are the kind of person who really does believe anything is possible. Even if life gets you down sometime, you are the kind of person that definitely looks at the glass is half full. You might be kind of a goofy person. You might like to laugh a lot. You might be a jokester. You are the kind of person that really brings that energy and life into every room or every place that you go. Sometimes someone like this can be the life of the party, or you can have a loud or boisterous energy, but there could be some introverts here who can be quiet or more to themselves, or like to spend time alone by themselves, kind of dreaming. And so at times in your life, you could kind of disappear a little bit from the crowd and from your friends, and kind of dissociate a little bit from what you're actually doing and kind of go into your cave or your cocoon a little bit to kind of like plan. And so for some of you guys, this could manifest as a little time of like feeling kind of down, or a little bit of a depression or something. And it's kind of normal for you that you need to kind of pull back like this to kind of realign and figure out what you want. But when you strike out, you get it. You're good at dreaming, but you're able to ground this energy too, which is what makes you so incredible and powerful. So this is the symbol here of the new moon, which is saying like your outlook on life is that you always want to start new things. You like to take risks. You like to go new places. You might really enjoy travel. You might not like the idea of doing the same thing every single day. You really like to mix it up. I also see this energy of, this is the visionary. This is the person who likes to plan. At the new moon, and at this time in the moon cycle, this is the time where we figure out what our intentions are. We plan, we dream, we write down our goals, or we make that vision board, or we meditate on the things that we want to bring in during the moon cycle. And so it's kind of like your power, your gift is to manifest and to dream. And so it's absolutely amazing. So how can you use this strength and this gift as you move forward in life? How can you ground this energy, and how can you utilize this? So we see this shaman energy here. This could be a gift that you use to inspire other people, to bring hope to other people. Like just living your life and being who you are and being your authentic self will naturally inspire people. You never know who you're impacting. You never know who's watching. We're not living our life for other people here, but you might be able to inspire people with your story. So for some of you guys, your path might be to tell your story, literally write it down, or to speak it out, or to share it with people that are close to you, or to just be that living embodiment of your story. This is talking about career opportunities, manifesting a better position for yourself. Maybe if some of you guys are here watching this and you're feeling a little discouraged, and you feel like you've ended up on a life path or in a career that just doesn't fit you anymore, or you feel like you've outgrown it, then this is saying you can manifest something new. You can use this strength of yours to be able to, like, in detail, kind of imagine and dream exactly what it is you want and be able to take the steps to get it. Sometimes it's hard to move forward in life because we don't have a clear vision of what it is we want. I remember I kind of just wandered around from ages 18 to like 25 pretty much. I always knew I liked art and fashion, and I loved to speak. I loved to talk. I got the gift of gab. You guys all know that. And I had fun, party with friends. You do all those things you do when you're that young, but I kind of just wandered around, and I kind of always wondered why like nothing was happening for me, and like opportunities didn't really feel like they were coming very much, and I was kind of just stuck in this same job, living in this same place, when all I really wanted was freedom and like to explore the world and to kind of have a job and a lifestyle that was more inspiring. And once I finally just got on Pinterest, made a little secret vision board of like what my ideal life and what an ideal day would look like, and put pictures and wrote little notes, like that was really what transformed everything from me, like right there. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie The Secret or heard of The Secret. There's a lot of truth to that just like the power of intention, the power of visually and kind of in your mind, like grounding that energy and figuring out what you want. Of course, you're gonna have to do the work to make it happen, okay? That's good. That's like 50 to 75% of it, but you can't ever really get on that path if you don't know what you want. So this is saying like utilize this amazing strength that you have by like writing a list or drawing something out or making that vision board. I talk about that so much on the channel just because I know from my own life like how powerful that is, and it worked for me. I tried it and it worked, and I've seen clients do it. I've helped other people do it. It's just incredible. So this is saying you can have a shift in your life. You can move out of a situation that you might have outgrown here. This is also saying this is a gift that inspires the people around you, of course. Like this is going to bring really good friends and really amazing people into your life. If you're willing to be vulnerable and share this part of yourself with others, or to really live in your uniqueness and to manifest the things you want, to share your dreams with the right people, I definitely see like you connecting with other people who are dreamers, other people who kind of want to go against the status quo, or other people who are quirky and kind of different like you, and that's going to bring your soul family to you, or just a really great group of friends around you. And so even if you're an introvert, because I know a lot of you guys are watching this, you're probably introverts, like you'll find people that will be out there working so hard to slay their goals and dreams because they're big dreamers too. And you'll kind of just be able to meet up with them sometimes and then go back and do your introvert thing, and these people will understand. They'll give you that space because they're so busy doing what they love, and you are too. So those are the best kind of friends, where you can just kind of pick up where you left off. I also see this attracting love to you. It's going to be very important that you attract another dreamer into your life, that you attract someone else who really wants to plan and who likes to think about the future, who's open to manifesting or using the law of attraction or just believing in something bigger. So you will attract someone who's open-minded. I feel like for you, the worst kind of friends or the worst kind of lovers or, romantic partners to attract are people who see the glasses half full and are constantly pointing out the flaws in your plans and constantly picking things apart and telling you, yeah, but did you think about this? Or, oh, doesn't that cost a lot of money? Or aren't you too old for that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Those people, those are ones you got to stay away from. And definitely it would help you to be with somebody who is very logical and practical, but there are people like that who are also dreamers. So this is saying this gift, being like putting it out there and just being your true self with this gift and utilizing that strength will help you to attract like an amazing romantic partner who can help you carry out these visions in like a higher way. And so this is saying this gift, also, this strength you have is going to help you through adversity in your life, because no matter what happens, you can always find a way. You can always dream up a way or think of a way to make it serve you. You can always find a way around it. You're going to go through things. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to just, be present with that. We're not talking about bypassing this energy or anything. It's just you're going to be able to always make things work for you. And no matter what happens, like in your life, nothing can ever take these dreams from you. So this is reassurance. Another way you're able to use this gift is to reassure other people. You might be able to, and I'm literally doing that right now. I have this gift. I'm so funny. I feel so connected to this one. I have this gift, and so it's easy for me to reassure people because I can tell them like about times in my life that I was down or had a hard time, but I was able to use my dreams and my passions and my ideas and my inspiration to carry me forward. And you're going to be able to do that for people, just the friends and family in your life, or maybe on a grander scale, maybe you're going to be really inspiring a lot of people or be some type of influencer, entrepreneur. Some of you guys are here on that path. So here's the faith card. This boils down to faith. I think in order to be a dreamer, you have to have faith. And it's not, you can think of it as faith in the universe or faith in your deity, or maybe for some of you guys, it's just faith in yourself. And whatever way you look at this faith card, it's a message that it's a very inspiring gift of yours, and like not to forget about it and to go for it. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Okay, so for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's go ahead and see what your greatest strength is and how to best utilize this to move forward in your life, how you can really connect with this gift and like what it's helping you with. So here we have this card, and you actually chose your greatest strength without even realizing it. This card illustrates your greatest strength. So I see 2 things coming out here. The first one is endurance, okay? You have incredible endurance. When you make your mind up to do something, you take it all the way. You do not give up. Funny enough, a lot of people who have this gift can sometimes be like procrastinators or maybe a little distracted in life sometimes. I feel like it's because you know that if you commit to something, you can be a little bit of a perfectionist and you take it all the way. There's nothing wrong with that gift. I think it's important to sometimes let go of perfectionism, but that side of you can be a blessing because you everything that you do it with this careful touch. You put your stamp on it, you put your mark on it, you put your brand on it, and you have that endurance. You're in it for the long run. You're able to kind of really see ahead in the future. So you might be spiritually gifted with the gift of like claircognizance, which means clear knowing. You might just have this feeling like you know where you're going, or you know the results you're going to be getting from the work that you do. And so something else I see along with this gift of endurance, of course, perseverance, the ability to persevere. I also feel like because of this gift, you accumulate a lot of wealth, or you know how to use your wealth, you know how to use your abundance. So this gift of endurance is kind of also like the ability to acquire abundance in your life. Abundance doesn't always mean money. It could be like an abundance of time in your life, or an abundance of friendship. Maybe some of you guys right now aren't doing very well financially, so you're like, what the heck? That doesn't resonate, but you do have this gift. Maybe right now you're having the endurance to really bring that to you, but this path will bring abundance to you, because this has to do with momentum. If you want to draw money to you, if you want to draw abundance, if you want to have that support and build that foundation in your life, then you're going to have to get the momentum going and stay consistent. And, sometimes we'll start something and then we'll stop and then we'll do this and that. Kind of reminds me when I first started this channel. I posted some videos, I got on a roll, I was doing daily readings, and then I kind of gave up for like a month. And then I did a little bit more, and then I stopped. And eventually once I got consistent and kind of got on a routine, that's when I started noticing my channel taking off and getting clients and just getting more feedback and having a better time with it. So that's just a small example, but building that momentum and staying consistent helps. And that's part of this gift you have. You have the gift, you have the ability to stay consistent, you have the strength, you have that endurance to be able to take things all the way. So how can you utilize this gift? How is this working for you? Well, this is saying something you can really do right now is to continue building your foundation. It's really interesting. We're seeing all these peaks here. How interesting is these 2 cards together? You can't make this stuff up, you guys. It's saying that you want to kind of climb to the top. You kind of imagine yourself reaching this certain point in your life, and to be able to pinpoint what that is for you is extremely important. To realize that you can also find your happiness and be able to enjoy your life while you're climbing this path, while you're climbing this metaphoric mountain here, is extremely important for you. So that's kind of where this grace card comes in. It's how you can utilize it, is be able to realize you can still have fun, you can still fall in love, you can still live a great life, you can still celebrate, you can still rest and relax at times in your life, despite you having maybe not reached this point yet. You're not a failure because you haven't reached this point. In fact, you're a visionary because you're able to really find that point and get to it. So this is a long path for you. You know, this ability to have this strength and endurance is extremely important. Putting your foot down and deciding what you want and not budging on it. I feel like all of you guys who are here, you already probably know what that is. You probably know what that thing is. And this is saying opportunity will always find you because you're constantly in the flow of working towards your goals, working towards your dreams. And so you're very diligent. So we see that there will be some things in your life that will be kind of a mystery. This is the lynx. This cat symbolizes mystery. So, you know, you like to kind of control things and know where things are going. And so your path is very clear for you and very concise, but there's always going to be the mystery of life. So in order to utilize this strength, allowing space for the mystery of life to unfold around you is going to be really important. Use this strength you have to get a really good foundation going for you. Maybe before you reach this point, you need to get here, and maybe that's the foundation. So making sure that you have good support around you, you have good friends, you have got, you know, a secure place to live, that you're taking care of your health. You're going to have to kind of check a couple things off your list before you can really climb here. But the endurance you have is going to take you all the way. I also see that finding creative ways to keep the energy going might be hard for you. So to utilize this endurance, you are able to kind of hyper focus on the things that you want to do. So this card here is saying, like, you know, find a method that works for you when it comes to this planning for, you know, to stay on this path, whether it's writing things down or it's a checklist or keeping things organized around you is going to be extremely important. So even if you have to hire a cleaner or you need to put like 10 or 15 minutes a day to like have a checklist, make sure you keep your environment really clean, because I kind of see that you guys need that clean environment and you need that structure in order to keep this momentum going. So something that's really great is that at times throughout your life, you're going to receive a different perspective based off like kind of where you're at. And you have an amazing ability to be able to take these new perspectives and incorporate them. So you're not really a rigid person. You are very flexible. I think that that's kind of what gives you this gift of this strength of endurance. So the one thing you will have to do in order to be able to utilize this strength is to remember to give yourself that me time, that time you need to kind of rest, reflect, recharge. That can be difficult for you because you're very productive and you always want to stay on this path and you're like, go, go, go. So this me time card is extremely important for you. You know, find the things that make you feel relaxed. For me, it's swimming and like going to the spa or like getting my hair done or my nails done, self-care, that kind of thing. Or every once in a while, just giving myself a day to kind of just lay around and not feeling guilty, reminding yourself you need this time. That's going to be what you're going to have to work on to really incorporate this strength in your life and make this sustainable for you. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. You're going to be really accomplishing this thing you want. I don't know if this is like getting this degree or if it's just this ideal situation you kind of imagine yourself in. Like, I see you there. Don't forget that life is what happens all the moments in between. It's not it's not the destination, it's the journey, right? And as long as you go into this with this perspective, you're going to be able to walk this path gracefully. You're going to go really far. This is an incredible strength. So I hope that this resonates with you. Once again, thank you for coming to my channel, and I'll see you later. Okay, so for those of you guys who chose number 3, we're going to see what your greatest strength is, and then kind of how to go on that path, how to utilize this strength as you move forward, how to kind of round this out and balance this energy, this strength in your life. I love this. So your strength has to do with the ability you have to grow, to change, to transform. So that is definitely your biggest strength, okay? And yes, everybody in this life, we all grow, we all change, we all transform, sort of the plants and animals. But for you, it's this ability to be able to constantly reinvent yourself. Like, you have this natural gift of kind of non-attachment. So you're open to changing. You might even be doing this like with your physical appearance. You might have dyed your hair many different colors, or got piercings or tattoos, or transformed your body in some way, or changed your look a couple times throughout your life. Like, just on the outside, this probably reflects, and on the inside, like, you have changed a lot. Maybe you changed the type of people that you've hung out with, or you've moved many places, or you've tried different jobs. Like, you kind of are like a chameleon, and it might be that your life path really is just about soaking up as many different experiences as you can. So the thing with this path and the thing with this strength is that it's very counterculture. It's very kind of different in this society. And you might feel like as soon as you kind of get roots down on one path or roots down somewhere, that you immediately want to change that and go somewhere else. Like, this is the fox movement. It's like you always want to move forward. So in order to balance this energy, I kind of see something about, you know, getting a couple different things in your life that are consistent for you, whether it's just some type of spiritual practice or meditation you do every day, or workout, or like your eating plan, or maybe the place that you live or something, or the having good friends around you. Like, you are going to need little bits of consistency to keep you going, but also to trust this nature you have. Maybe sometimes you feel like you're running away from things because you're always wanting to change and go different places and do different things, and maybe you feel like you can't commit to anything, but this is actually your path. You need to figure out what are the things that you want to commit to, and what are the things that you're willing to be flexible with, and allow your path to just transform. I feel like your path is going to be taking you so many different places. You're going to have so many stories. Your life is going to be so different than your relatives and your friends. And so I feel like in order for you to really embrace this strength, it's just about realizing this nature. Realizing the nature of like, you might be the kind of person that's going to want to uproot many different times in your life. And when you feel yourself getting restless and kind of antsy, that's like a message, like something needs to be done. It's time to transform again. It's time to shed your skin. Those of you guys who chose this, I feel like you're on a really spiritual path, or you're really awakened, or you really have, you know, like what you believe, or you have a connection with a deity, or with your angels or spirit guides, or you see the world kind of in a different way, or you have a different perspective. And that's very important and kind of integral to who you are. I think on this path, it's important not to push that perspective onto others, or not to feel kind of sad or kind of lonely in a way if you don't find a lot of other people who believe or think the same way you do. You're really meant to be on this unique path. This is magic here. This is saying like you can kind of magically manifest new opportunities for you anytime you want. You kind of have this path of absolute freedom. And I think this growth that you're going to experience in your life is you will get to a point to where you will feel like eventually you can get those roots down somewhere. You can stay somewhere. You can have that patience. Okay, this energy will be balanced eventually, but I see that when you get much older. And so this is a card that's saying your greatest strength has to do with your ability to transform and to grow and to become something new and to always be transmuting and like flipping this energy around. Abundance surrounds you because of this, because you don't limit yourself. So I feel like this is just a message to tell you, like, if this is how you feel, if you relate to this card and this energy, it's just a message to inspire you to keep going on this path, to not feel like you have to do something or you have to put down roots in your life if you don't want to. Maybe you are the kind of person that likes to have unconventional relationships or an unconventional living situation, or maybe unconventional job or unconventional lifestyle or something like that. Or the way that you see the world is unconventional, and you have a different perspective. So this is saying, like, allow yourself to be on that path, allow yourself to be who you are, and, you know that you are going to be able to transform into, you know, metaphorically and also literally, like, go different places in your life whenever you want. And you will be able to find that balance. Maybe this type of energy is what balances you. So I hope that this reading resonates with you. I want to thank everybody who came to this reading, everyone who's here hanging out on my channel right now. Really appreciate it. If you're able to, hit that subscribe button. I put free readings up on my channel all the time. I love connecting with you guys. I love getting to know you all. And if you're interested, I do offer personal readings. All of the information is below in the comments and in the description. I try to make my readings really approachable and really affordable. Some of my readings are delivered faster than others depending on what type of order that you do. So make sure that you check the FAQ section on my website, which is all linked below, so you can figure out what reading is best for you. And don't feel pressured to purchase a personal reading. The people who do, they support my channel, so I'm able to keep doing these free readings for you guys. You know, if you want to get some cards pulled, I'm always here, but you can always just watch the free content on my channel, and I just appreciate that you view it. So thank you guys again, and I will see you next time. Peace out.